going to tackle about routing concepts. Welcome to the Routing Concept Practice Lab. In this module, we will be provided with the instruction and devices needed to develop your hands-on skills. In this module, you will explore fundamental routing concepts, including static routing techniques to establish efficient data paths. Static routing involves manually configuring routing table, thus providing a straightforward method for small-scale networks. Network Address Translation, or in short, NAT, will be implemented to enable private network devices to access the internet using a single public IP address via port forwarding. Additionally, you will develop you will delve into the utilization of sub-interfaces, a technique in which a single physical network interface is logically divided into multiple virtual interfaces, each assign a unique IP subnet and IP address. This allows for the segmentation of network traffic and facilitates the creation of distinct broadcast domains within a single physical interface. Learning outcomes. Exercise 1 is static routing, and exercise 2 NAT, and exercise 3 sub-interfaces. After we complete this module, we should be able to configure pfSense, configure a static route, configure port forwarding, and then create a VLAN on a pfSense sub-interface. We already know about this. Ito na. Exercise 1. Power on natin muna lahat. Static routing. Static routing involves manually configuring routes to determine the paths network traffic takes. This approach is suitable for small to medium-sized network where a predefined path for traffic is established and maintained through static route configuration in the pfSense firewall or router. The learning outcome of exercise 1 is we should be able to configure pfSense and configure a static route. Task 1, configure pfSense. Once a LAN interface is created, a firewall rule must be in place to enable HTTP traffic through the pfSense 1 firewall. Once this rule is in place, the LAN interface may be configured in preparation for static routing. In this task, you will configure pfSense in preparation for static routing. Step 1. Connect to ACI Win 11. On the taskbar, select Microsoft Edge. Going to select Microsoft Edge. We're already in ACI Win 11. Step 2, we're going to search 192.168.0.5 in the net. Press enter, and then we're going to log in. Admin, password, In the pfSense toolbar, click the firewall drop-down and select rules. Accept natin itong cookies. Firewall rules. We're going to select add rule to the top of the list. Add rule to the top of the list. Ito, top of the list. A generic rule allowing port 80 and 22 connectivity to the one address is present but only functional because there is no LAN interface. To maintain connectivity to pfSense, a specific firewall rule applied to the one interface must be created. On the firewall rules, scroll down to the destination pane and select the drop-down menu for destination port range from field. Then select HTTP 8. Destination pane, scroll down. Ito. And destination port. Port range and then HTTP 80. HTTP 80. Asa ng HTTP 80? Ito, kita na natin yung HTTP 80. HTTP is selected because ASIWIN 11 is communicating with pfSense via an HTTP connection. On the firewall rules page, in the extra option, type the following in the description field. Copy paste lang natin to. Ito, description. Bawal mag-copy paste. Dami. Step 8 naman. Select apply changes. Skip ba tayo? Click natin save. Hindi natin nakita yung save doon kanina. Yan. Tapos apply changes raw. So step 8. And then step 9 in the pfSense toolbar, click the interfaces, drop down, select assignments. And then select add in the available network ports, add. And the interfaces assignment, click LAN. Ito, LAN. Click natin yung LAN. Note, this selection creates a LAN interface with the HN1 network port. Okay. In the interfaces, general configuration, Select the checkbox for enable interface. Ito. Step 13. Re-record ba tayo? But kala ko yun. General configuration, drop down IPv4 and static IPv4. And then on the HTTP, scroll down to static. Scroll down natin to. Ito, static IPv4 configuration, that the following IPv4 address. Ito yung itatype natin address. 0.16.0.1. Tapos on the interfaces page in the static IPv4 configuration pane, select the drop-down menu for the network mask bit length of the IPv4 address field. Then select 30. IPv4 configuration pane, network mask. Ito, I'm going to select 30. Ito yung master. Note, a network mask bit length of 30 bits enable a network with two host IP addresses. This is essentially a point-to-point network, while the IPv4 that we put in, IPv4 IP address that we put in the interface HN1 configured on pfSense. On the interfaces LAN 1, scroll down to the bottom of the page and then select save. Tapos apply lang natin yung changes na. Apply changes. Task 2, configure a static route. Static routing is a networking technique where routes are manually configured and do not rely on dynamic routing protocols. In static routing, an administrator manually defines specific paths for network traffic based on destination IP addresses. While simple and easy to configure, static routing is less adaptive to changes in network topology compared to dynamic routing protocols. In this task, you will configure a static route to the 10.0.0.0 and the mask of 24 network via the 172.16.0.2 next hop IP address. Step 1. Ensure you are connected to ASCII Win 11 and the Microsoft Edge browser window is open on the pfSense page. In the pfSense toolbar, click the system and then drop down to routing. System and then routing. Select natin yung add. In the edit gateway pane, select the drop down menu for the interfaces and then we're going to select LAN. Note, a gateway is a network node that provides an entry or exit point for data traffic in and out of a network. In this task, a gateway is being configured with 172.16.0.0.2 as the next hop. The network at the other end of the gateway is 10.0.0 in the mass of 24 has not been defined yet. And now, in the edit gateway pane, edit gateway marketing, we're going to type marketing in the name. Gateway, yung IP address, ito ang susulat natin. On the system routing gateway, scroll to the bottom and then click save. And then apply changes. On the system routing gateways, click static routes tab, static routes, and then we're going to add going to type 10.0 ulit. Tapos alam ko 24 lalagay natin doon sa mast kasi naka-indicate na kanina yon doon sa binigay natin. On the system, edit route entry, select the drop down menu for gateway field, and then we're going to select the marketing, the one that we created. Wait lang, baka meron tayong naiwan dito. Okay. On the system natin, we're going to click save, and then apply changes, panigurado yan. And then we're going to ito, may note pala siya. A static route to the 10.0.0.020 mass of 24 network via the 172.16.0.2 marketing gateway has now been configured. We configured it by static routes. Ito. Ayan. Itong ginawa natin para ma-configured silang dalawa. Exercise 2, NAT, Network Address Translation, is a technique used to map private IP addresses to a single or small number of public IP addresses, allowing multiple devices within a local network to share a common external IP. For internet communication, port forwarding is a specific type of NAT configuration that directs incoming traffic on the specific port to a designated internal IP address and port, enabling external access to a specific service or application hosted within the private network. In this exercise, you will configure port forwarding to an internal FTP server. What we're going to learn in this exercise is to configure port forwarding. Task 1, configure port forwarding to set up port forwarding for FTP or file transfer protocol You will configure pfSense to forward external traffic on port 21, the default FTP control port, to the internal IP address of the FTP server within the network. In this task, you will configure pfSense to forward FTP traffic to 192.168.0.22. Going to collect ASIWIN 11 again. X natin to. Tapos, select natin yung Microsoft Edge. 192.168.0.5 admin plus password balik lah. Tama naman ah. Yun, tuwa mo na. On the pfSense toolbar, we're going to firewall and NAT. Add rule to the top of regular list, and then the edit redirect entry, select the drop down menu of the protocol field, protocol, and then select TCP. On the edit redirect pane, select the drop down destination port range from port, and select FTP. Bagay. FTP. Nasaan na si FTP? So, FTP. And then edit redirect entry in the following redirect IP address field. Target IP. Ito. 192.168.0.22. Tapos target port, then select FTP. Ito FTP. Description, FTP port FW, forward yan. And then in the edit redirect entry, the filter rule, then select pass, and then select save, apply changes. Note, following this configuration, any traffic destined per the one IP address on the port 21 will be forwarded directly to 192.168.0.22 of the port 21. Close Microsoft Edge. And then, next na tayo guys. Exercise 3 na tayo. Exercise 3, sub-interfaces. Sub-interfaces are virtual interfaces created on a network interface, allowing the division of a single interface into multiple logical connections. This is used in router configuration to support multiple IP subnets assigned to a single interface. Each sub-interface can be assigned a unique VLAN ID or IP subnet, enabling the router to separate and manage traffic from different network segments while using a single physical interface. What we're going to learn about this is create a VLAN or PFSense sub-interface. Task 1, create a VLAN on a PFSense sub-interface. In PFSense, VLAN interfaces are virtual LAN interfaces created on a network interface to segment traffic into different VLANs. Administrator can configure VLAN sub-interfaces to assign unique VLAN IDs and corresponding IP subnets, enabling PFSense to manage and route traffic between distinct network segments over a single physical connection. In this task, you will create a VLAN sub-interface. We're going to connect to ASIWIN 11. On the taskbar, select Microsoft Edge. Connect natin dito sa 192.168.0.5. Kung nasa ng PFSense. Tapos admin. Password. Tapos, step 3, assign interfaces and assignments, VLANs, isang VLANs, problema na natin. Iba pala ito, iba. VLANs tab, then we're going to add in the VLAN configuration pane, select the drop-down menu for parent interface, and then ito, yung LAN. HN1 LAN. Yan, select natin yan. And then, in the VLAN configuration pane, type the following in the VLAN tab. 99. And then description, sales, VLAN, lahat. And then select save. Note, once created VLAN 99, the sales VLAN will be assigned to a sub-interface. In this internet VLANs, click on interface assignments tab, and then select add. Note, this creates the sub-interface and VLANs sub-interface and assigns VLAN 99 to it. The default name assigned to the new sub-interface is OPT1. Ito, OPT1. Nasa baba. Then we're going to select OTP 1 from the interface. Ito yung sub interface. Sub ba yun? Tama ba? O sub interface. In the general configuration pane, check the enable interface. Ito. Nasa unahan na pala siya. And then in the description field, we're going to type sales. Yan, sales VLAN. In the general configuration pane, IPv4 configuration type, we're going to select static IPv4, and then our IP address, the IPv4. Ito yung ginawa natin nung, hindi pala to, iba po pala to, bago na naman to. Note, the sales VLAN in sub interface is statically assigned the IP address of 10.0.99.1. Then we're going to select the mask of 24. Note, with a network mask of 24, the sales VLAN can support up to 254 host IP addresses. On the interfaces option 1 page, we're going to click save, apply changes, and then in the toolbar, firewall, and then rules. Note, by default, with no firewall rules applied to the sales VLAN, it can communicate freely with other networks. Since this is not desired state, a deny all rule will be applied to traffic exiting the sales VLAN, enabling network segmentation. Okay. Sales VLAN, ito yung ginawa natin, meron na pala siya. Add to top of the list, and then on the action field, select block, and then in the description, hanapin natin yung description sa extra option. Extra option, explicit deny. Then we're going to click save, apply changes. Note, many firewall will include a default rule that denies all traffic that is not explicitly permitted in the firewall. This is called an implicit deny rule. The PFSEN does not apply an implicit deny rule, so an explicit deny rule is manually configured. Okay. Kailangan natin okay. We completed this lab of the routing concept practice lab. This module provided a comprehensive exploration of essential network concept using PFSENs, covering topics such as static routing, NAT, and sub interfaces. By completing the module, you have gained practical skill in configuring a WAN firewall rule, creating LAN interfaces, assigning static IP addresses, setting up routing gateways, defining static routes, implementing NAT for port forwarding, establishing VLANs, creating sub-interfaces, and configuring explicit deny firewall rules. Yun yung ginawa natin pinanghuli. And then we're done. Thank you for, if you're going to watch, then watch this. It's good to watch it. Thank you guys.